finish some things. I just took the dog for a walk. It is 21 degrees outside, 23, something like that, 9 a.m. currently. And it was a cold walk. Every part of my body was cold except for one part, my neck. So this that I'm wearing is McCalls 7430. I made, what view did I make? This, I made this view, but I cut it off right about here into a top instead of a dress because that's just more usable for me. I think I mentioned that earlier. What did I do? I sewed a 14. I sewed a 14. I added, so I do the pivot and slide method of pattern adjustment, and I added, there's no side seam here. It's, this is all one, this black panel is all one. So I technically had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I had 8 cut edges to add width to. Now, I didn't add any room in the bust, and even though according to the pattern I should have. I didn't, because it ended up, once you split it up 8 ways, it ended up only being like a 1/4 inch that I would have to add onto there. So I was like, I don't need to bother with that. That's not worth my time. But I did add some to the waist, and I did add some to the hip. And the fit on this is pretty good. I looked on Pattern Review before I made it, and the only comment that kept coming up was that the turtleneck was very, very snug. Now, it's not snug when it's on, but when you're trying to pull it over your head, it is super, super snug, especially in this like thicker ponte. My only complaint with this top is that I wish that I would have made it out of a different fabric because it is really a lot stiffer. This is almost like a pants weight, the black anyways, is like a pants weight fabric, and it just doesn't, it just feels a little off the way it hangs. I will stand up and show you. Let me move you over here. And okay. So, here we go, tiptoes. All right, I'm headless, whatever. So this is the front, this is the side, this is the back. Yeah, that's it. It's a little stiff right here. I'm hoping, here, let me sit back down. I'm hoping that as I wash it, it will relax a little bit. But other than that, it's fine. Like, it's perfectly fine. It actually looks really nice, and a lot of times on knit tops I don't bother adding any because I figure it'll stretch, it'll be fine. But this one, because it was more closely fitted and because it wasn't such a much thicker fabric, I decided to add the width in my hips. Oh, in the hip I added, I think it was 3/4 of an inch to each cut piece, to each cut edge. So it's quite a bit of extra room that I needed, and it worked out really well because now it just skims right over. It doesn't get hung up. I may have to start making sway back adjustments because I've noticed that the back of my things are always just too baggy. Not at the top, but down at the bottom. So I might have to start doing that. Yeah. But then sometimes I'm like, maybe it's not such a big deal. I don't know. Anyway, so that was make number 1. This sewed up really fast. It's a great pattern. Highly recommend. Now I will go put on number 2. Yeah, that was wine. I know it's only 9. Nighttime for me. Okay. This is McCalls 7660. I made view, what is that, D? That's a D. It's got a ribbed V-neck, ribbed cuffs, and a ribbed waist. This is the most my style that I could think of. So I ordered this ribbing from Neo Trims. I just kind of ordered a bunch of it that I thought might be usable, and I thought it was pretty close to this white, which I've been dying to use. So I finally used it. It's a little bit off. This is a little bit whiter than this is, but that's okay. It looks like I did it on purpose. It doesn't look like an accident. Navy, and then I didn't have, so I had enough, here, let me stand up. So I had enough to do the collar, and I had enough to do the waistband. I did not have enough to do the cuffs. So I had something similar, except that this is a black band instead of navy, but they're also, you know, whatever, close enough, and it still looks pretty cool, I think. This was my favorite out of the two things I just made. It's a loose fit, so it's not meant to be real tight. I made no adjustments to this pattern at all. I did not even a little bit, zero adjustment, which was really nice for me. So, and I was a little concerned about the hip, but it's stretchy, so that's okay, and I still have room. And it's meant to be a little bit baggy, so here we go. See, I still, even though it's meant to fit loosely, I feel like I could take a little out. And I was initially thinking that I would have liked to lengthen it a little bit, because I do like a longer top, but I'm actually good with this. The sleeve length is perfect. Look at that. I couldn't have done that if I tried. If I tried to do it on purpose, I would, yeah. Anyways, it looks pretty good, I think. So, I really like this top. So that's what I did this weekend. It all worked out pretty well. I'd say these are pretty much wins in my book. The turtleneck, maybe a little bit less so, but that's okay. Still works. I'm still going to wear it. It was great to walk the dog in on this bitterly horrible cold day. Okay, so here's what's up next. I am going to make this McCalls 7441. Is that what yeah, 7441. I'm going to make view B, which is the hoodie version. I don't think I'm going to put the pockets on. I haven't decided, but probably not. And I am going to make it out of course, hang on one second. This accidental purchase of the red velvet burnout knit. Now this hoodie isn't going to be for warmth. It's going to be because I think it would look cool. That's all I really need. So this is the next thing. I don't know that I'll have to make any adjustments to this either. It looks like a pretty loose fit. Okay, so that's coming up. I'm not going to give you a timeline for that because I'm slow and life gets in my way sometimes. And then next, this is the only other thing I think I'm going to be able to manage this month. Maybe I'm faster, maybe not. But I'm going to try making these Berta pants. Berta 6573. I'm going to do these with the buttons, full, you know, the pants length. I'm not into the culottes. I'm just not. I don't dig it. I'm very short. I feel like it makes me look shorter. But I do like a nice wide leg pant. Balances out my hips real nicely. And I love that sailor style look. And I am going to do these pants in, where'd it go? Oh, there's a pink herringbone down there. I guess I should probably just grab it. One moment. Option number 2, this. It's the hot pink, floofy, whatever it is, with the tan background. It looks way different up close. I wish you could just really get a good feel for it, because it is not nearly as pink as the camera is telling you it is. So the background is like a tan color, but then, you know, you've got texture, and this is also, I think, would have a good drape for it. This is also a pretty bold move. Now, that was option number 2. Option number 3 is right here. This is a velveteen. It's gray and black, like cheetah, leopard print, something like that. And that seems more like coat appropriate. And that's doable, you know. But I don't know. Please help me. I'm not entirely sure. Those are the 3 coolest things I could think of to make that coat out of. And that would be one hell of a coat, right? Anyways, let me know what you think. I truly am curious. And yeah, let me know if you guys have sewn up what is this, McCalls 7660 and McCalls 7430. I'd love to know how you guys did on them. And if you did the turtleneck dress, I'd love to know how that turned out, because I think with the amount that I added to the hip on that I would be fine making it out of a dress, and it wouldn't be nearly as scary as I think it would be. Yeah, let me know. Anyways, that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm about to be doing. And I will talk to you soon.